It has, of course, been a devastating 24 hours for northern New South Wales. It sounds like the worst is not over.
Yeah, good evening, Jacinta, or good morning now, rather. Look, obviously we've seen some significant fire weather over the past couple of days. We still have some 75 bush and grass fires burning right across New South Wales. We still have 45 of those yet to be contained. The worrying part is we are seeing worsening fire weather over coming days, and conditions on Tuesday are likely to be worse than what we saw yesterday, with widespread severe and extreme areas for a significant portion of New South Wales.
So what are the main areas of concern as we head into Sunday morning now?
Yeah, look, at this stage, we have one fire still an emergency warning on the mid-coast, which is that Hillville Road fire. Now, that fire continues to threaten a number of homes around Old Bar, Wallaby Point, South Taree, Tanoni, Purfleet, and areas northwest directly off Hillville there. We are still seeing some very strong and gusty winds right across that fire ground, with firefighters still working to protect property. So our message for people in those areas is to seek shelter as that fire approaches and protect yourself from the heat of the fire. Now, those areas in surrounding areas such as Rainbow Flat, Diamond Beach, Possum Brush, Tallwoods Village and Halliday's Point should continue to monitor the situation. Then obviously, if the fire does reach your location, to seek shelter and protect yourself while that fire passes.
How many of these areas are still classified as emergency? Any emergency warnings still in place, and where are they?
Yeah, so just that one, we were just talking about that Hillville Road fire remains an emergency warning. We have 15 other fires which still remain at the watch and act alert level, so no direct threats to homes. However, we are still seeing some increased and somewhat erratic fire behaviour right across those fire grounds. Now, they're sort of in a wide portion across that northern and northeastern New South Wales, similar to those areas that we saw yesterday, but thankfully no further threats. Obviously, we've seen the announcement of the loss of 3 people's lives and at least 150 homes which have been lifted by these blazes.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we know 3 people have been killed in these fires. Absolutely devastating. There are still people missing, of course. Are we expecting that number to rise?
Oh, look, obviously, it's still a very fluctuating situation. Obviously, we still need to get our building impact assessment teams as well as firefighters in the area to try and assess homes. And obviously, we won't be 100% certain until we have crews inspect all areas of those fire grounds to work out whether there is any potentially still people unaccounted for or unfortunately deceased.
Is your advice to residents in the area to evacuate? What are you telling them to do at this stage?
So the only people that we want to seek shelter as the fire approaches is those ones we just mentioned around Hillville. For residents right across the rest of New South Wales at this stage, it's important that they have a bushfire survival plan and have that discussion now while conditions are somewhat eased, and make sure that if your plan is to leave, know what you'll do, where you'll go, when you will go, and what you will take with you in the event that fire does threaten. And it's good to make sure that you do have a backup plan, especially with road closures, because we do see them close very quickly. So it's good to have your point that you're, I guess, looking at going to, and making sure that you've got a number of access ways to get there instead of just planning and coming across a road closure.
We know that the New South Wales RFS, you've pulled out all resources, doing an extraordinary job out there. How much backup are you getting from interstate?
Oh, look, we're getting a significant amount of backup from right across our Australian counterparts. We've obviously got people from every fire service across Australia and New Zealand as well. We've got our incident management specialists, I believe, helping from there. But obviously we've got a lot of our New South Wales firefighters, so the RFS. You've also got our colleagues at Fire Rescue New South Wales, National Parks and Wildlife Service, as well as our state forests. So plenty of firefighters, plenty of firefighter power as such out there at the moment. And obviously, if we do need further resourcing, we'll certainly make that request.